Hey amazing parent, it's Dr. Lindsay here with this week's psychology-based parenting tips about helping you stop losing your cool and yelling at your kids. Stay tuned to the end where I'll tell you more about my freebie called 5 must-have tips for better behavior today. You'll find the link to grab your copy in the description below this video. That valuable guide will help you to modify your child's behavior to minimize parenting frustrations, while today's episode will focus on what you can do on your end to respond more effectively to those very real daily frustrations of parenting. Parenting in its rawest form is an emotional roller coaster filled with moments of sheer joy and utter frustration. Picture this scene, your dining room transformed into a battlefield over who gets the last piece of pizza, or the morning routine that feels more like herding cats than getting your kids ready for school. These are but a few examples of the daily triggers that can push even the most patient of parents to the brink. Despite our best intentions to maintain a zen-like calm, the reality is that many of us find ourselves raising our voices on a daily basis, caught in a cycle of guilt and frustration. Does that sound familiar? Of course, preventing parenting frustration is key. This involves setting realistic goals for both you and your children, engaging in self-care to ensure that you're at your best, and identifying your anger triggers. But what if I told you there's a single phrase that could dramatically alter this dynamic of yelling during the most challenging parenting situations? A mantra so powerful, it could transform these trying moments into opportunities for growth and connection. After all, the goal of parents is to teach above all else. Enter the transformative approach of respond rather than react. We're going to break this down into 3 sections today. First, the power of pause. At the heart of this approach is the conscious decision to pause. It's about recognizing the first signs of frustration, the tense muscles, the quickening heartbeat, the instinct to yell, and choosing a different path. By repeating the mantra, respond rather than react, you give yourself a moment to breathe deeply, close your eyes, and actively push the urge to yell out of your system. When you open your eyes, you're not just seeing the situation anew, you're stepping into it as a calm, collected leader, ready to guide rather than dominate. Depending on the intensity and duration of the situation, you may need to repeat this process several times. This process represents the practice of mindfulness, a psychology term used to describe a level of attentiveness and awareness of the present moment. Practicing mindfulness involves calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations that can be used as a powerful therapy technique in addition to a lifesaver for frustrated parents everywhere. Your kids will learn that when they see you use this strategy, things have gotten pretty intense and you're working very hard to keep your cool. They will respect that you are choosing to respond to the incident rather than react to it. Okay, now let's talk about implementing the mantra in everyday challenges. Imagine that your child has just painted a masterpiece on your freshly painted living room walls. Your initial reaction might be to yell, but instead you pause, breathe, and say to yourself, respond rather than react. With a calm demeanor, you explain why walls are not canvases and involve your child in the cleanup process, turning a moment of frustration into a learning opportunity. You're making a conscious choice to accept that what's done is done. You can't turn back time, but you can choose to move forward in the healthiest way possible. Or consider the morning routine chaos. Instead of yelling to get your children's attention, you use the mantra calmly to state the day's agenda and ask for their cooperation, setting a positive tone for the day. Take on the role of supremely calm leader, acting out your very best Mr. Rogers impression to maximize this technique. Your children will start their school day feeling relaxed and ready to learn, while you score a parenting win by overcoming the urge to yell. The more consistently you use this technique, the better you'll get at it. Think of it as a muscle that needs training to become stronger. I'd love to hear from you in the comments about how you turned a frustrating parenting moment into a calm teaching experience. Okay, now for the ripple effect. The benefits of adopting this mantra are twofold. For parents, it means less guilt and stress and a greater sense of control over your emotions. Imagine how much better you'll feel when you successfully respond rather than react to parenting challenges, how much less parental guilt you'll have, and how much more confident and capable you'll feel in your parenting practice. For children, it models effective emotion regulation skills and communication skills, teaching them to approach their own frustrations with calmness and rationality. What a better example you're setting for your kids by calmly responding to them than yelling at them. You're helping them to learn healthy conflict resolution skills faster by modeling these skills for them. Over time, this approach can lead to a more harmonious household where conflicts are resolved with understanding and respect rather than anger. That means fewer reasons to yell in the first place. To help you get to that much anticipated point faster, I've created a downloadable resource that's free. It's called 5 Must-Have Tips for Better Behavior Today. It's designed to offer practical advice on improving your child's behavior, making those moments of potential frustration fewer and farther between. Be sure to grab your copy today at parentingwithpsychology.com/better. I'll pop the link in the description below this video for you. Okay, parents, now it's time for the take-home message for this episode. Every moment is an opportunity to choose how we lead our families. Let's choose to lead with calm, understanding, and love. By embracing the mantra, respond rather than react, you're not just changing how you handle difficult situations, you're embarking on a journey of personal growth and setting the stage for a more positive, respectful family dynamic. It's a simple phrase with the power to transform not just the moment, but the way that you connect with your children. Let's start this quiet revolution together, one deep breath at a time. Using mindfulness and mantras to manage parenting challenges is intentional parenting and falls under the Check Yourself category of my 5 C's parenting framework. If you're new to the 5 C's, look in the description below this video to find more parenting resources, including a video about the 5 C's parenting framework and a link to sign up for my weekly newsletter to be sure you never miss any of my new tips. Okay, amazing parent, that wraps up today's episode. Thanks for joining me to fill your parenting toolbox with psychology-based tools to feel more confident and capable in your parenting. If you found this video helpful, I'd invite you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Parenting with Psychology tips. Join me next week to learn how to survive parenting an assertive, aka bossy, child while still allowing them to be leaders. In the meantime, check out my free resources listed below in the description. If you're ready to take your parenting to the next level with my online courses, follow the link below this video. And keep up the good work on your amazing parenting journey.